Okay, hi guys. Today we're gonna make a what is it called? A reaction about every car engine layout. Oh shoot, any car engine layout. Explain in 16 minutes. Let's go watch.
That power lawnmowers to the roaring V12 inside Ferraris.
Wait, let me just start it from the start.
From the tiny engines that power lawnmowers to the roaring V12 inside Ferraris, every engine layout has its strengths, weaknesses, and quirks. Today, we're breaking down every engine layout and why car companies chose them. Whether you're trying to impress someone at a car meet or just figure out why your neighbor's Subaru sounds like a tractor having an existential crisis, understanding layout and why car companies chose them. Whether you're trying to impress someone at a car meet or just figure out why your neighbor's Subaru sounds like a tractor having an existential crisis, understanding engine layouts will change how you look at every car on the road. So buckle up, quite literally, subscribe, hype the video because it is going to be hype, and let's get into dogging on engines. Starting with inline engines, the bread and butter of the automotive world. And there's a good reason why they've been around since cars stopped looking like horse carriages with motors bolted on. Picture cylinders lined up in a single row, like soda cans stacked side by side, all firing in sequence to push your car down the road. The inline layout is what you'll find under the hood of pretty much every economy car ever built. From your grandmother's reliable Toyota Corolla to that Honda Civic your cousin swears is a race car because it has a cold air intake. Inline engines come in various flavors, starting with the inline 3-cylinder, which sounds exactly like what you'd expect from an engine that's basically missing a cylinder. These little guys are all about fuel economy and fitting into the tightest spaces possible, though they vibrate like a paint mixer and sound about as exciting as watching paint dry. Then you've got the inline 4, the Swiss Army knife of engines that powers everything from grocery getters to surprisingly quick, hot hatches. These engines are simple, cheap to manufacture, and easy to maintain, which is why every mechanic on the planet can work on them blindfolded. The inline 5 is the weird middle child that sounds like a mix between a 4-cylinder and a 6-cylinder, most famously found in old Audi Quattros and Volvo wagons driven by people who think they're too sophisticated for a regular 4-cylinder, but too practical for a V6. Finally, there's the inline 6, the gentleman's engine that BMW has been perfecting for decades. These engines are naturally balanced, smooth as silk, and produce a sound that makes grown men weep tears of joy. The downside? They're long, really long, which is why you won't find them in compact cars unless the engineers want to put the radiator in the back seat. Inline engines are reliable, straightforward, and about as exciting as a tax return, but they get the job done without drama, which is exactly what most people want from their daily driver. The engines are where things get interesting and wallets start getting lighter. Picture 2 rows of cylinders angled apart like a V shape, basically 2 inline engines sharing the same crankshaft and a lot of attitude. The V configuration exists because engineers figured out that if you want more cylinders without making your engine longer than a city bus, you need to get creative with geometry. V engines are the peacocks of the engine world, all about power, presence, and making sure everyone within a 3-block radius knows you're coming. The V6 is the compromise engine, offering more power than a 4-cylinder while still fitting in most engine bays and not completely destroying your fuel budget. You'll find V6s in everything from family sedans to sports cars, and they're generally smooth, refined, and capable of moving your car with authority. Honda perfected the art of making V6s that rev to the moon, while American manufacturers figured out how to make them sound like miniature V8s with anger management issues. Then there's the V8, the engine layout that built America's reputation for loving horsepower more than common sense. V8s are about as subtle as a marching band in a library, producing sounds that make people stop whatever they're doing and look around for the source of that mechanical symphony. From the small block Chevy that powered everything from Corvettes to pickup trucks to the modern Marvels that somehow make 700 horsepower while still passing emissions tests. V8s represent the perfect balance between power and practicality, assuming your definition of practical includes being able to roast the tires at will. V10s are the overachievers, found in supercars and trucks that